أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيبي وحبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الهاديين المهديين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم تنزيله: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد منهم أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو القوة المتين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Inshallah, I will not be taking much of your time. I will make it as brief as possible, inshallah. And if you agree with me, I want you to say a good, loud salawat for Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Another one for Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam. Another one for your well-being and all your loved ones. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. This ayah that I read is one of the most biggest questions that comes in our mind, in the mind of every human being. And that question is, why am I here in this world? Why am I living on this planet? Is there any reason why am I here? Or there is no reason for me being here? This question is so important that when you come to the hadith of Imam Ali alayhi salam, he makes dua for anybody who have come to this answer, anybody who has found this answer. And remember, dua of Imam Ali is not like your dua and my dua. Imam Ali's dua is the dua that even the Prophet is asking for. We all read about the hadith Mubahala, when the Prophet was leaving to go and debate with those Christians. What did he do? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya Rasulullah, you are the messenger, you are the best one. However, your dua needs a support. And support of whom? Everybody? No. Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Then the Prophet told Imam Ali and Fatima and Hassan and Hussein, he said, إِذَا دَعَوْتُ فَأَمِّنُوا لِدُعَائِ. Allahu Akbar. When I make dua, I want you to say Ameen. That's Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We're not talking about any regular human being. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is asking Ameen from Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Now one of them, Imam Ali, is saying a dua for anybody who is able to come with this answer. What is that? He said, Rahimallahu mri'in alima min ayn wa fi ayn wa ila ayn. God bless a person, a male or female, who come to find out where he was or she was before, and where he is today, and where he or she is heading to. We have three different stages of life, right? One is the past. One is the current. One is the future that is coming. But now I'm just going to give you the quick about different worlds that we all have to go through. You like it, you don't like it, you have to go through. Every human being that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, they have to go through 6 different worlds. 6 different worlds. Allahu Akbar. You and I, we have passed some of them. And we are in one of them. And there are 2 still waiting that we have to go through. What are those worlds? The first world is called Alam al-Dhar, the world of atom. That is why our beginning started. That is where our beginning, all of us, that is where we started. We were in that world for a certain period of time. Some are still there and they haven't left there yet. And they will come here where you and I are today. That is the first world. As you live there in that world for a certain period of time, then Allah transfer you from that world to another world, which is the second world. And it's called Alamul Aslab. And you read in the ziyarah, أشهد أنك كنت نورا في الأصلاب الشامخ. That I bear witness about Imam Hussein alayhi salam, that indeed you were in the second world as well, which is Alam al-Aslab. That is the second world. We live in that world for a certain period of time. After that, then Allah said, now it's time to change another world. Then you go from the second world to the third one, which is called Alamul Arham, the world of wombs of our mothers. That is also a completely different world. And we stay there also for a specific period of time. That is another world, the third one. Now, after living in that world for a certain period of time, then Allah said, now it's time to come to another world, which is in the Quran is called Alamul Shahada, the world of senses, which is this world. That is the 5th world. Now, after you live on this planet for a certain period of time, then you get transferred to another world, which is the 5th one, and it's called Alamul Barzakh. Al-Barzakh means border between the two things. Al-Barzakh is called Barzakh because you are between this world and the Qiyamah, which is the 6th world. Now you are in that Barzakh for also another period of time. Then you get transferred from that world to the last world, which is called Alamul Akhirah or Alamul Qiyamah, which is the last world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us for. That is the 6th world. Now in the first world and the second world and the third world and the 5th and the 6th, without the 4th, we all know our identity in that world. You know it clear as it is. But the only one that we miss it is in this one. Allahu Akbar. Every world that we've been through, you know it. Number 1, Alam al-Dhar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Ya bani, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِهِمْ وَأَشْهَدَهُمْ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ أَلَسْتُ بِرَبِّكُمْ قَالُوا بَلَى. Our identity was clear there. Alam al-Dhar. Then Alam al-Aslab. Then Alam al-Arham. Until we get to this world, then we completely forget our identity. Now we come. Am I Pakistani, Indian? Am I African American? Am I Iranian, African? What am I? Here we get confused. What is our identity? But when we leave this world to the next world also, we know our identity. We go to the Yawm al-Qiyamah, we know our identity. And even from this world to the next world, Allah tells you your identity. He said, لَقَدْ جُئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. Come one by one to that world, which is Alam al-Barzakh. So the question is, my brothers and sisters, what is our identity? Am I a Muslim American? Or am I an African American? Or am I a Muslim? What am I? What am I? Because this is a big issue, a big challenge, especially our brothers and sisters who were born and raised in the Western countries. They find it difficult. My father, my mom, my dad are immigrants, but my friends are from here. I was born here. So who am I? Am I them? Am I him? Am I? No, I can't speak their language. I can relate to them more because I can understand their accent. I can relate to them. I'm not there. No, the dad said, no, you are there. You are Pakistani. You are Iranian. You are African. Then it creates confusion in our mind. We don't know who we are. I want in these few minutes that I have with you to clarify our identity according to the Quranic point of view. So that way when we leave from this center or this place, we have the answer of our identity. And you live here with your heads up, knowing who we are according to the Quran. Now this question, Ya Allah, we don't know our identity in this world. What are we? What is our identity? Tell us, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says your identity is one word. One word? Yes. What is it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says your identity is you are a servant of Him. Abdullah. And that's it. Anything added to it? No. Anything that comes after, anything, any word or any name that can be added to you as an identification of yours should come after this word. Let me share with you some ayahs from the Quran. In Surah Maryam, when Isa alayhi salam was born, the entire crowd, they don't know who Isa was. Where did he come from? What is his identity? What is he? What is he about? Who is his father? What is he? Allah told his mother Maryam, don't speak, don't say anything. When they ask you, just point at him and leave the rest to us. Allahu Akbar. Maryam came, she was carrying her son. The crowd started becoming bigger and bigger. They're wondering, who is this young man? Or who is this child? Quran says, فَأَشَارَتْ إِلَيْهِ. All she did, as Quran stated, she pointed at him. Now, Isa takes from there. Now listen careful. Now they want to know the identity of this child. The answer came from Isa alayhi salam. Now listen, what was the word that he identified himself? He said, Inni Abdullah. Allahu Akbar. Did he say, I'm a Palestinian? Okay, he was born there, right? Did he say that, oh, I'm from Middle East? No. He said, Inni Abdullah. You want to know my identity? My identity is that I am a slave and a servant of Allah. You want to know more about me? Then he continued. He said, Atani al-kitab wa ja'alani nabiyya. Allahu Akbar. Any other thing that follows have to come afterward. After Abdullah, he is a slave of Allah first before he became a prophet, before he became a messenger. Any title have to come after Abdullah. That is one. Number two, our dear Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You and I, every single day in our tashahhud, when we sit to pray, what do we say about the Prophet? When we identify him, according to how Allah identifies him, He says, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan. I want you to complete with me. Rasuluhu abduhu or abduhu wa rasuluhu? Abduhu wa rasuluhu. You begin with mentioning that Rasulullah is a slave of or a servant of Allah before you add the word wa rasul and the messenger of Allah. Not the other way around. He's a messenger, he's a prophet, but you don't identify him. Allah didn't identify him as a messenger. He identifies him as a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is true. Number 3 in the Quran as well. In Surah Al-Isra, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he was to describe Rasulullah and tell us about the journey that he took with Jibreel, Allah said, Subhanalladhi asra. Glory be to Allah. Who took? Who? Muhammad? No. Who took? Rasulullah? No. Who took? What? Asra bi'abdihi. Took his servant. Rasulullah has a lot of names. All of us who have read the history about the Prophet, he has a lot of names, but Allah didn't name him or identify him with any of them except the word bi'abdihi, with his servant. That is the identity of Rasulullah. That is number 3. Number 4, you come to the Quran, anytime Allah describes any other prophet as وَذْكُرْ عَبْدَنَا Idris. Remember our servant. Who is his name, Ya Allah? Yes, but Allah identifies him. Abdana, our servant. When it comes to Ibrahim, the same thing. When it comes to every other prophet, Allah described them abd, a servant and a servant. That is your identity. And that is something, not only is our identity, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to feel proud of this identity. Our Imam Ali alayhi salam, listen to one of the dua when he was talking to Allah. He said, Ilahi kafani fakhran. Allahu Akbar. Imam Ali is talking to Allah. Say, oh my Lord, it's my pride. See, you and I, sometimes we feel proud. Money, certificate, some kind of achievement in this world. But Imam Ali alayhi salam, he said, Ya Allah, I have something to be proud of. What is it? Money, house, car? No. He said, Kafani fakhran. It's my pride. To do an akuna laka abda, that I, Ali ibn Abi Talib, is a slave of yours. Allahu Akbar. It's a slave of yours. I don't have a time, there is no time, but I just want to share a story with you about Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, and then I end this inshallah. There is a narration from our second Imam, Imam Hassan alayhi salam. That the night of burial of Imam Ali alayhi salam, when they finished burial, they were coming home. They passed by a house, was destroyed. He said, then they heard a voice, a sound, like somebody's crying, somebody's in pain. Imam Hassan said to Imam Hussein, let's stop by and see who is there. Maybe somebody needs help. Maybe somebody is in pain. We can help. They went inside. What did they find? What did they find? They found a man was laying there crying. Imam Hassan asked him, Ya Rajul, ma qissatuk? What is your story? Why are you here? What's your family? What do you do here? How long have you been here? What's wrong? The man said, Ana Rajul min Yemen. I'm originally from Yemen. I came here to visit, and I fell sick a few days ago. I didn't have anybody here, no family, nobody here. Then Imam Hassan asked him, how did you get your food, your drink? Who takes care of you? He said, Rajulun kana ya'tini. A man used to come to me. He gives me food and the water, and he takes care of me. Imam Hassan said, describe him more to me. He said, when I look at his face, alayhi sima as-salihin. His face has the features of righteous people. It's like a prophet when I look at him. Imam Hassan said, describe him more. I want to hear more about him. He said, whenever he's quiet, I see his mouth, his lips is moving. Bidhikrillah, he's remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Hassan said, describe him more. He said, more about this man. He said, when I look at his forehead, I see the sign of sajda on his forehead. But it has been 3 days, I haven't seen the man here. Imam Hassan alayhi salam asked the man, what is his name? What is the man's name? Tell me. Now, the whole story is here. The point that I brought this story is to talk about just this point. Imam Hassan asked him, what is the man's name? The man asked Imam Hassan, Kullama sa'altuhu an ismi. Anytime I ask him his name. You know what his answer is? The man tells me, replies, Ismi, my name is Abdullah. My name is a servant of Allah. As soon as he finished this word, Imam Hassan said that I knew the man that you're talking about. Who is that man? I said, that is your master Amirul Mu'mineen sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Ali alayhi salam identified himself Abdullah. Imam Zayn al-Abidin in Medina, at night when he wakes up, when people are asleep, he covers his face and carries bags of rice on his back, knocks the door of all the poor people in Medina. When they open the door, he says, this is gift for you. They ask him, what is your name? Who are you? He said, it's me, Abdullah. And then he leaves. They never find who he was until the day Imam Zayn al-Abidin passed away. Then they realize that now the man doesn't come anymore. Then they realize that man who always says, it's me, Abdullah, Abdullah, was Imam Zayn al-Abidin salam. Our Imams, they identify themselves as the slaves of Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, let's be proud of who we are as a Muslim and the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only that, if you are carrying the name of Abdullah, please feel honored that you are a Muslim and the slave of Allah. Unfortunately, some of us, we feel shy. When I work in the public places, my name is Fatima. I change it to Fat so that they don't know that I'm a Muslim. My name is Muhammad. I say no, I short it to become Mo so that they don't identify as Muslim. Allahu Akbar. When did you ever see a Jewish person or Christian changing his name because of you? You have the best religion, the best creator, the best of everything. You should have proud of who you are as a Muslim and raise your head by saying, Ana Abdullah. And that is my identity in this world. And Yawmul Qiyamah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when you are and I are raised, that is our identity too. In kullu man fis samawati wal ard. Allah said everything that exists in the heaven and the earth, Yawm al-Qiyamah, when they come to Allah, they not come in as an African or Chinese or any other name. They say they come with one identity. In kullu man fis samawati wal ard illa atir rahman abda. They come to Allah Yawm al-Qiyamah with one title, and that title is Abdullah. They are servant of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to be true servant of Him, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.